Australia has rolled out the red carpet for the arrival of King Charles III and Queen Camilla, who touched down in Sydney today ahead of a historic tour marking their first official visit to the country since Charles ascended to the throne. The royal couple's tour is anticipated to highlight key cultural, environmental, and social initiatives while strengthening ties between the Commonwealth nation and the British monarchy. A historic return. The royal pair's visit comes at a significant time for Australia, as the nation continues to reflect on its constitutional relationship with the monarchy. For King Charles, this visit is both a homecoming and a pivotal moment in redefining the future role of the monarchy within the Commonwealth. The King's last visit to Australia was in 2018, before his accession, when he was still Prince of Wales. Queen Camilla, meanwhile, visited in 2012 as Duchess of Cornwall. Stepping off the plane under clear Australian skies, the King and Queen were welcomed by Governor-General David Hurley, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese, and a small crowd of dignitaries. Their tour itinerary, packed with engagements, will take them across multiple states to engage with local communities, meet officials, and address pressing environmental concerns, an issue close to the King's heart. A focus on climate action. A key theme of the visit is expected to be climate change, a cause King Charles has championed for decades. As part of the tour, the King will attend a summit on environmental sustainability, where he is scheduled to deliver a keynote address. Australia, still recovering from devastating wildfires and facing ongoing droughts, presents a critical backdrop for discussions on climate resilience and conservation. Charles is expected to stress the importance of global cooperation in tackling environmental issues, while also acknowledging Australia's challenges and achievements. The King will also meet with Indigenous leaders to discuss the preservation of Australia's natural landscapes and biodiversity. This aligns with his long-standing advocacy for Indigenous communities and environmental stewardship, a focus that he has emphasized since becoming monarch. #Camilla's charitable commitments. Her visit to a women's refuge in Melbourne will be a significant moment, as she has been a staunch supporter of domestic violence survivors throughout her public life. Camilla's efforts to shine a light on these issues have earned her admiration both in the UK and abroad. Queen Camilla, who has taken on an increased role in public life since her coronation, will focus on humanitarian efforts during the tour. She is slated to visit several local charities, particularly those working with women and children. Mental health, literacy, and domestic violence are expected to be on the agenda, with Camilla set to engage with Australian advocates on these critical issues. Strengthening Commonwealth ties. The royal visit comes amid ongoing debates in Australia about the future of the monarchy. While King Charles III has been received warmly, there are lingering discussions surrounding the country's Republican movement. Despite this, the tour is widely seen as an opportunity to reinforce the enduring bonds between Australia and the United Kingdom. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has publicly acknowledged the role of the monarchy in Australia's history and its evolving relationship. The King and Queen are expected to host a series of events with Australian political leaders, focusing on bilateral cooperation, trade, and shared cultural values. These diplomatic meetings are likely to emphasize the significance of the Commonwealth in fostering global partnerships. The royal couple's popularity in Australia. While the future of Australia's ties to the monarchy remains uncertain, the public response to King Charles and Queen Camilla's visit has been overwhelmingly positive so far. Crowds gathered outside their hotel in Sydney, waving Union Jacks and Australian flags, hoping to catch a glimpse of the royal couple. Their visit has sparked excitement and curiosity, particularly as the King continues to shape his reign. With several days of engagements ahead, the tour promises to be a landmark event in the relationship between the British monarchy and one of its most prominent Commonwealth members. Looking ahead. As King Charles III and Queen Camilla embark on this highly anticipated tour, they will not only be addressing critical issues but also helping shape the future of the monarchy in Australia. Their visit signals a renewed commitment to fostering close ties with Commonwealth nations, even as conversations about Australia's constitutional future continue to evolve. This landmark royal tour is set to leave a lasting impression on both the Australian public and the monarchy's role in the global landscape.